Episode 4078, The Reality of Exhaustion in Marriage.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Can you believe it? It's already here. We are past mid-May. In fact, guess what? Welcome almost to June. Oh, yes, it is. It is almost June. And so today it's all about who you're sleeping with. Who do you love the most? The reality of exhaustion in marriage. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Well, I'm sorry about my voice a little bit. It's a little bit low. How low can you go? Obviously, today I can go very, very low. So hopefully you could still hear me, but you may need to turn the volume up just a little bit. But all I can say is I'm having a lot of fun with my grandbabies, and it makes for longer days. So in that, I want you to really think about your life, where you are, what season you're dealing with, because in reality, life hits hard, doesn't it? And when that happens, we get lost in all of our to-dos. We get lost in the busyness. We get lost in the, oh, wait, I have to do this. And we almost live by a calendar. Now, I'm not saying a calendar isn't great for organization, right? We all have responsibilities, and we need to make sure that we're present for those responsibilities. But one thing that's missed more often than not is a person that you're sleeping with. You know, marriage is no walk in the park or a gentle stroll. It can become a constant grind that can wear you down until, well, you're barely holding on. Maybe you've experienced moments when you look at your spouse and wonder, how do I keep showing up for them when I feel completely tapped out, like I'm done? I have no more to give. And you're laying down and you're like, I know this person next to me. I love this person next to me, but I don't have the energy. I don't have anything to give. I'm tired. I'm wiped out. Well, when life's demands have drained your energy and the reality of exhaustion in marriage has struck you, how do you find that next gear to love better and support deeper? Well, between those work pressures, all of our household responsibilities, right? You know, I love to say it, the dinner dishes and dogs, we got to take care of them. You got parenting, you got to pay your financial dues, right? Managing those bills and trying to maintain some semblance of personal sanity. Marriage can get buried under the weight of constant have-tos. Like, I have to do this. I have to get this. And if you're waking up every morning saying, I have to, at some point, your have-to tank runs out. It runs dry. You have no more fuel to give. And so the have-to of, I gotta love still? Wait a minute. I don't have time for that. I'm exhausted. My eyes, I can barely keep them open. The irony is, in those moments when our spouse may need us most, we're worn down, aren't we? Just as much, and sometimes more. And when exhaustion sets in, it's easy to slip into frustration or withdrawal rather than that connection of going, yes, we are one. Two can be one, and we can love each other as such. One spouse struggling can quickly ripple into tension, missed expectations, misunderstandings, irritability, or feeling invisible. Maybe you don't feel seen or heard. Maybe you're just you just are fussy because you want to be fussy. You don't know why you're fussy, but you're fussy. Maybe your partner is fighting a health challenge, a career setback, or an emotional low. You want to be their rock. You desire that. But your bank account, your reservoir is dry. There's not much left. Pennies aren't counting because they're not made anymore. The real struggle of exhaustion in marriage with couples, doesn't just affect one person, right? It affects both. And it's one of those things where it can create a distance, an emotional distance. When one partner is overwhelmed, honest communication falters, right? And it's replaced by guarded words or silence. And you don't think it matters, but it does. And your partner's like, what's going on? Like, what am I doing wrong? And all of a sudden now you get into the conversations of what ifs. You know where that rabbit trail can lead you. And then you also have like role overload, ROLE. The non-struggling spouse may feel forced to carry extra weight without complaint, breeding resentment, right? And it's like, what is it, and why do I have to do all this all the time? And then you've got loneliness in togetherness. Both partners, both of you can feel isolated. One of you might struggle and the other is just, I'm just tired. And the next thing you know, you're both in a struggle position, but the position is different and you're both lonely in that position. Okay, now this is a strange one here. Think about this. You want to give support, but you also crave rest and self-care, leaving you torn. So you have these conflicted loyalties. You're like, I really need to love my spouse. I want to love my spouse. But in order to do that, I need something first. And then you're like, but I'm not supposed to be selfish. And yet you're like, but you see how it gets really confusing? And then your heart gets involved, right? You're trying to connect the head and heart. And you're like, nothing makes sense. And then you get flustered with yourself. Then you're like, where am I? And then what do? You just run. You go do something to keep yourself busy, and that's not helping the position that you're in. Exhaustion is real in marriage. Now, what about this? You find yourself that you need support too, but there's little bandwidth to ask for it. Like you're so tired. You don't have the words. You don't have the explanation that you can give your spouse that says, this is what I'm feeling. And so therefore you have misaligned expectations. All of a sudden now you're in this different world that you didn't think you were in, and you've created this season of chaos. Chaos only because of exhaustion. It's a minefield. The question isn't whether you want to help, because you do. You want to be there. You want to love deeper. You want to support more. But how do you go there? It's how do you answer that call when your personal fuel tank is flashing empty, right? When you get there and you know, oh my goodness, I only have so much more to give. This is the end of it. Well, you got to find your second gear. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Find your second gear, GEAR. When you're tired and worn out, finding that second gear to support your spouse isn't about your own strength. We think it is. We think we can get it, but it's about this. It's about being smart, head and heart smart, and having intentional moves that keep your relationship moving forward even when your energy is low. And you can find that second gear. And I'm going to help you today. GEAR. What does it look like in real life? Well, number 1, G, give micro moments. You don't need to plan a big dinner or deep heart-to-heart to make a real impact. A lot of us think we do, right? These grand gestures of, ooh, this is my love for you. Of course it is, but you're not a Disney movie all the time, all right? Let's be real. It would be great if we would be all the time and we would have our frozen moments or our tangled moments, whatever it is, right? I'm trying to come up with all these movie themes. Go with me here on this. It's really hard. A woman who's not a movie gal is trying to pull movie things out of the air. That's what you get when you're tired. No, but truly it's connecting that head and heart. It's finding the micro moments, not the macro moments. A quick text saying, I'm thinking of you, babe. Maybe it's a brief touch on their arm or sharing a quiet cup of coffee together can remind your spouse that you see them. You can sit together and not have to have conversation. Now, yes, I get it. There are times that you got to have conversation. There are times that you have to know the knowledge of, okay, I am needing to talk to you and we need to have communication. But right now, I just want to be in your presence. And you can do that with a cup of coffee. If you don't drink coffee, go with tea, okay? Whatever your favorite drink is, do that. But these tiny acts break through fatigue and frustration. They say, I'm here, even when it's hard. When your tank feels empty, these little sparks of connection make all the difference. So that's G, give micro moments. Number 2, E, establish. establish boundaries. Supporting your spouse doesn't mean losing yourself. If anything, it means the opposite. When you're drained, it's critical to be honest about what you can give, not what you think you should. Now, I want you to listen to that again, right? When you're all drained, when you're exhausted, when you have nothing else, you can be honest about what you can give, right? But it's not about, oh gosh, I really don't think I have anything to give. No, it's what you can give, not what you think you should give. The should and the can, all right? That's the key point here, because that allows you to go to the next level. Even when you don't think you can find that second gear. So setting clear boundaries protects both your energy, your partner's energy, and your relationship, saying, guess what? I need a 10-minute break, or I can't take on that extra task today. It's not a weakness, it's smart care. Boundaries guard your capacity to keep showing up consistently, not sporadically. Now I want you to hear that again. Boundaries guard your capacity to keep showing up consistently rather than sporadically, okay? You want to have consistency in your marriage. Your partner's going to see that. Your spouse is going to feel that when you're, okay, this is where I'm at. This is my capacity. This is where I draw the line. When you establish those boundaries, they get it, and they too can support you. Which leads me to number 3A, ask. Ask for help. See, here's the truth many of us miss. You don't have to go it alone. Trying to carry every burden yourself only deepens exhaustion and frustration. So reach out to trusted friends, a trusted confidant, a coach, someone in your family, and make sure, though it's family, that they will give you honest feedback and will love you where you're at, or a professional who can step in. It might feel vulnerable or uncomfortable at first. I get it. But asking for help is a strength. It's not a weakness. Bringing others into your circle doesn't dilute your support. It amplifies it. Delegating what you can frees you up to be more present where it truly counts. And that's what we really need. Sometimes we just need to say, you know what? I'm done. I've reached my capacity and I have no more to give. So can you help me? Can you step in? Or maybe you've got a good, core group within your church, let's say, and you have life groups and you have couples in there. Maybe it's you call your girlfriend up and you're like, sis, I just need you, is Joe available to go out with, John, so then they can go do something, because I'm at a breaking point right now. And he needs some attention. He needs to do whatever, but I don't have that. Ask for help. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay. And then also, it's not just asking for help within your relationship, but maybe you can then delegate and give some things away to help free up. Maybe you can ask grandma to take the kids so you have time to spend with your spouse for an hour, even uninterrupted. And then finally, number 4, rest and recharge. You've heard it a million times because it's true. Rest is not optional. All right, your body needs it. Your mind needs it. Your heart needs it. But it's easy to really dismiss it when life feels like a list that won't end. We're constantly going down the to-do chain, right? Stop it. Prioritize real rest and downtime that truly refreshes you. This doesn't mean collapsing on the couch or scrolling on your phone. It means carving out time to reset physically, mentally, emotionally. Maybe it's taking a walk, meditating, or simply breathing deeply for a few moments. When you fill your tank with intentional rest, you'll find the energy you need to love fiercely, even in the toughest season. Now, I know it's hard. I get it. It's not easy, but you've got to rest and recharge, right? That means going to bed if you need to. And that might mean telling your spouse, hun, I would love to go see that movie for you, but if I go, you're paying for me to sleep. Now, if you want me to do that, that's great. But I don't want you mad that you paid for a ticket, I went with you, and I fell asleep. Can you tell I've actually done that? Yes, I have. That has been an experience. My husband wants to go to the movie, and I'm exhausted. So I go, and 15 minutes in, I'm out. And then I wake up to see the end. So I get the beginning and the end, I'm good. But for him, if he wants to talk about the movie, then he's upset. So I let him know this is where I'm at. If he wants me to go, I'm happy to go. But now I know I've bought a ticket to rest and recharge. Exhaustion does not have to lead your marriage. You can be exhausted and still love deeper. So when marriage gets exhausting, shifting into gear helps you move forward with purpose. It's not about perfection, but persistence. That means you're going to make a daily choice to show up in whatever way you can, trusting that in even small efforts, they all matter. Anything and everything that you do matters. My friend, remember, you're not just trying to get through the day on your own terms. You're fighting for the love you promised, one thoughtful gear shift at a time. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.